आज हम चैप्टर 2 माइक्रोइकोनॉमिक थ्योरी ऑफ कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर को रीड करेंगे. In this chapter, we will study the behavior of all individual consumer. The consumer has to decide how to spend her income on different goods. Economics call this problem of choice. Most naturally, any consumer will want to get a combination of goods that give her maximum satisfaction. What will be the best combination? This depend on the likes of the consumer and what the consumer can afford to buy. The likes of the consumer are also called preference, and what the consumer can afford to buy depend on price of the goods and income of the consumer. This chapter present two different approaches that explain consumer behavior: cardinal utility analysis, ordinal utility analysis, preliminary notation and assumption. A consumer in general consume many goods, but for simplicity we shall consider the consumer choice problem. In a situation where there are only two different goods, bananas and mangoes, any combination of the amount of two goods will called a consumption bundle, or in short a bundle. In general, we shall use the variable x to denote the quantity of bananas and x2 to denote the quantity of mangoes. X1 and x2 can be positive or 0. Would mean the bundle consists of x1 quantity of banana and x2 quantity of mangoes. For particular value of x1 and x2, x1 and 2 would give a particular bundle. For example, the bundle 5 and 10 consist of 5 banana and 10 mango. The bundle 5 consists of 10 banana and 5 mangoes. Utility: a consumer usually decide his demand for a commodity on the basis of utility or satisfaction that he derive from it. What is utility? Utility of a commodity is it want satisfying capacity. The more the need of the commodity, or stronger the desire to have it, the greater is the utility derived from the commodity. Utility is subjective. Different individual can get different level of utility from the same commodity. For example, someone who likes chocolate will get much higher utility from a chocolate than one who is not so fond of chocolate. Also, the utility that one can individual get from the commodity can change with change in place and time. For example, utility from the use of a room heater will depend on whether the individual is in Ladakh or Chennai, or whether it is summer or winter. Cardinal utility analysis assume the level of utility can be expressed in numbers. For example, we can measure the utility derived from a shirt, or say this shirt give me 15 units of utility. Before discussing further, it will be useful to have a look at the two different measure of utility. Measure of utility: total utility. Total utility of a fixed economy of a commodity is the total satisfaction derived from consuming the given amount of some commodity X. More of commodity X provide more satisfaction to the consumer. Total utility on the quantity of the commodity consumed. Total utility depend on the quantity of commodity consumed. Therefore, total utility refers to the total utility derived from consuming n units of commodity X and unit of commodity X. Marginal utility. Marginal utility is the change in the total utility that due to consumption of one additional unit of a commodity. Additional unit of a commodity is the change in the total utility due to consumption of one additional unit of a commodity. For example, suppose 4 banana give 28 unit of total utility and 5 banana give 13 unit of utility. Clearly, the consumption of fifth banana has caused the total utility to increase by 2 units, 30 to 30 minus 28. Therefore, the marginal utility of the fifth banana is 2 unit. Total utility and marginal utility can be related in the following way. This simplified means that total utility derived from consuming an unit of banana is the sum is the sum total of the marginal utility of the first banana, marginal utility of this second banana, and so on till the marginal utility of the nth unit. Table number 2.1 and figure 2.1 show the imaginary example of the value of marginal and total utility derived from the consumption of various unit of a commodity. Usually, it is seen that the marginal utility diminishes with increase in consumption of the commodity. Increase in the consumption. This happens because having obtained some amount of commodity, the desire to have consumer to have still more of it become weaker. The same is also seen in the table and graph. That's unit 1, 2, 3, 4 values of marginal total utility derived from the consumption of various amount of commodity. जैसे बढ़ total utility, लेकिन marginal utility is decreasing. At last it decreased to negative level. है ना? Notice that marginal utility is less than marginal utility 3 is less than marginal utility 2. You may also notice that total utility increases but at a diminishing rate. The rate of change in the total utility due to change in the quantity of the commodity consumed is a measure of the marginal utility. The marginal utility diminishes with increase in consumption of the commodity from 12 to 6 unit and 6 to 4 unit and so on. This follows from the law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility states that marginal utility from consuming each additional unit of a commodity decline as its consumption increases, while keeping the consumption of other commodity constant. Marginal utility become 0 at a level when total utility remain constant. In the example, total utility does not change at fifth unit of consumption. Therefore, marginal utility equal to 0. Thereafter, total utility start falling and marginal utility become negative. Derivation of demand curve in the case of single commodity, or law of diminishing marginal utility. Cardinal utility analysis can be used to derive demand for a commodity. What is demand and what is demand curve? The quantity of a commodity that the consumer is willing to buy and is able to afford, given the price of goods and the income of the consumer, is called demand for that commodity. Demand for a commodity X apart from the price of X itself depend on the factor such as price of other commodity. See substitute and complement 2.44. Income of the consumer and taste and preference of the consumer. Demand curve is a graphic presentation of the various quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy different price of the same commodity while holding the constant prices of other related commodities and income of the consumer. Figure 2.2 represent the hypothetical demand curve of individual for commodity X at different price. Quantity is measured along the horizontal axis and price is measured along the vertical axis. The downward sloping demand curves show that at lower price the individual is willing to buy more of commodity X. At higher price she willing to buy less of commodity X. Therefore, there is a negative relationship between the price of a commodity and the quantity demanded, which is referred to as the law of demand. An explanation for a downward sloping demand curve rests on the diminishing notion of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility states that each successive unit of commodity provide lower marginal utility. Therefore, the individual will be willing to pay much of each additional unit, and this result in downward sloping demand curve. At a price of 40 rupees per X, individual demand for X was 5 unit. The 6 unit of commodity X, the 6 unit of commodity Y, the 6 unit of commodity X will be worth less than the fifth unit. The individual will be willing to buy the 6th unit only when the price drop below 40 unit. In the law of diminishing marginal utility explained why the demand curve has a negative slope. Ordinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis is understand but suffer a major drawback in the form of quantification of utility number. In real life, we never express utility in the form of number. At present, we can rank various alternative combination in terms of having more or less utility. In other words, the consumer does not mean the utility in number. Though she rank various combination bundle. This forms the starting point of the topic, ordinal utility analysis. A consumer preference over the set of available bundle can often be represented diagrammatically. We have already seen the bundles available to the consumer can be plotted and as point out in a two-dimensional diagram. The point represent the bundle which give the consumer equal utility can be generally be joined to obtain a curve like the one in figure 2.3. The consumer is said to be indifferent on the different bundle because each point on the bundle gives the consumer equal utility. Such a curve joining all the point represent bundle among which the consumer is indifferent. What is called indifference curve. All the point consider all the point such as A, B, C, D lying on the indifference curve provide the consumer with the same level of satisfaction. It is clear that when a consumer get more banana, he has to forgo some banana so that her total utility level remain the same and she remain on the same indifference curve. Therefore, the indifference curve slope downward. The amount of the mango that the consumer has to forgo in order to get additional banana, her utility level being the same, is called marginal rate of substitution. In other words, MRS is simply the rate at which the consumer will substitute banana for mango so that her total utility remain constant. MRS, marginal rate of substitution, delta y by delta x. One can note that in table 2.2, as we increase the quantity of banana, the quantity of mango sacrificed for each additional banana decline. In other words, the MRS diminishes with increase in the number of banana. As the number of banana with the consumer increases, the marginal utility derived from each additional banana fall. Similarly, with the fall in the quantity of mango, the marginal utility derived from the mango increases. So, with the increase in the number of banana, the consumer will feel inclination to sacrifice small and smaller amount of mango. This tendency for the marginal rate of substitution to fall with increase in the quantity of banana is known as law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. This can be seen from figure 2.3 also. Going from point A to point B, the consumer sacrificed 3 mangoes for 1 banana. Going from point A to B, B to C, the consumer sacrificed 2 mango for 1 banana. Going from C to D, the consumer sacrificed just 1 mango for 1 banana. Thus, it clear the consumer sacrificed smaller and smaller quantity of mango for each additional banana.